Yes guys, it's Jando. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different to normal. Today we're going to look at a dubstep bass. Now this bass is heavily inspired by the likes of Hamdi. So yeah, super sick bass. Thought I'd touch up on some dubstep instead of drum and bass for a change. So yeah, let's jump straight into what the bass sounds like and then get into how I made it. So this is what it sounds like. So for this bass, we've got two different patches. So we've got this patch here, and then we've got this patch here, which is layered on top of it, giving it some really super nice tones. And then we've got the sub underneath it. So we'll go over all of them. So yeah, let's start off with this patch here. We'll open a fresh serum patch. And to start off with, we are going to turn on our sub oscillator. We're going to drop it -1 octaves and pull the level all the way down. And then we're going to modulate LFO1 to the level of the sub. After that, we're going to go over here to basic shapes, and we're going to go to this square wave here in position 4. We're going to turn the random oscillator all the way down. We're also going to turn the level all the way down as well. And we're going to assign LFO1 to the level of that again at 100%. After that, we're now going to make our shape. So the shape we're going to go with, just flick this onto trigger, and we're also going to turn on trip, and we're going to put this to 116. So we don't actually need trip on, that's my fault. But mess around with trip and dot rates, because you can get some super cool sounds out of it. And this is the shape that we're going to make. It's just a very basic little triangle wave like this. Yeah, that's the sound that you're going to have so far. But yeah, after that, we're then going to push our, so down here at the pitch bend, we're going to push this up to about 12, and head over, well, before we head over to our effects, just drop this oscillator A -1 octaves as well. And then we're going to also turn on mono legato. We're going to turn on always. We're going to push our port times 2 ms. And we're also going to push our smooth up about 84-ish. 84.2 is fine. And then we're going to head over to our effects. So in our effects tab now, we're going to turn on distortion first, then hyperdimension, and then we're going to turn on our compressor. So with the distortion, we're going to go over to Stompbox as per usual. Push this up to about 60%. Sounded nice. We're going to turn the mix down here to 0. And then for these two, we're going to do the size at 15. And then we're going to do the mix a little bit less, probably about 10%. Sounds super nice. We're going to push the gain up 10 dB and then turn on our multibands. Sounding super sick. And now, the main thing with the Hamdi style basses is he has a lot of pitch bend going on. So for this pitch bend, as we can see here, this is the pitch bend for the bass I've already shown you. I'll just start from the beginning with this one. So we're going to click our pitch bend to automate it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have it at full to start with for this half bar or bar, however long. And then we're going to have it spike here again. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to have it 1 ms. And then we're going to and then we're going to pitch it up again here. And then we're just going to duplicate that over. So now we should have a bass sounding like this. Yeah, sounds super, super sick. And then I'm going to turn on, I'm going to chuck an EQ on this now. Just going to take off some of them lows. So yeah, that is the first patch. So, exact same patch there. Now we're going to check out our second patch. Now, I'm not going to start this one from the beginning because it is pretty much the same patch. So, everything on here is the same. Everything on here is the same, other than our filter. Now, for our filter, I've gone with the Combs filter, and this is at exactly 69 Hertz. That's not on purpose, by the way. That's just happy accident, I guess. And then everything else is normal. And yeah, the Combs filter has this really, really cool effect. And then I'm just mixing it down. So I've dropped it negative 7 decibels. And we're going to mix these two together. Sounds super, super sick. And then with our sub bass, all I've done with this, again, exact same patch, but what I did was I turned on the filter, so MG Low 12, and then I put my cutoff to 0 and modulated LFO 1 to it at 64. My res is at 6% as well. And then in the FX on the filter here, I just turned on my MG Low 6 and the cutoff's at exactly 330 straight up. Yeah, really boost those low ends for you. And then I've just manually sidechained it with the mix here. So it dips in and out every time the kick hits. And then I've also got the pitch bend doing the exact same thing as well. Obviously you want the pitch bend to be following the whole time on all of these patches. So each patch has got the exact same pitch bend on it. And then yeah, that is how I've made this super sick, like Hamdi style dubstep bass. Yeah, so all this track's missing is some like grime or flow down vocals, and yeah, it is literally Hamdi track. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did and you want more dubstep tutorials, then just let me know in the comments if you want more, and if there's any from specific people. Maybe you want some Fred again, or Skrillex, or Koki, or something like that. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what you want to see next. But yeah, nice one.